There are 16 active fires in northern Saskatchewan right now, 7 evacuation orders in effect. And what you're looking at here has been through the community of East Trout Lake for days. Saskatchewan's public safety agency captured these images, and they show 50 to 60 cabins and family homes burned to the ground along shores and parts of the lake. Now, if we go even further north, breaking this morning, we've been telling you about the 3 First Nations, which have declared a joint state of emergency overnight because of the wildfire threat to them. The Ronge Indian Band, Peter Ballantyne Cree Nation, and Montreal Lake Cree Nation. My next guest is a member of the Ronge Indian Band, but is also Prince Albert Grand Council Grand Chief Brian Hardlot, my guest this morning from Prince Albert. Chief, welcome, and thank you for making time for us.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
Well, there is a lot of important information to share. Can you give me the latest, Chief, on the fire situation? Where is it now, and how big?
Okay, just really the latest fires. There's actually about 3 fires that are, well, more than that, fires that are causing the evacuations and also the difficulty, I guess, in all areas with these fires, and that's Peter Ballantyne Cree Nation, Pelicaneros, and Ronge Indian Band in the Hall Lake area region, one of their First Nations, and also going further south in the Montreal Lake Cree Nation and the Evacuation area was evacuated last night, and I was in Evacuation to maybe about 12 o'clock last night.
And I was looking through a statement that the 3 First Nations issued, and they talked about extreme fire behavior. They talked about how quickly this is growing and how much of a danger it is. So we have these evacuation orders in place. Were you able to get everybody out, Chief? Do you know that?
Yeah, we all the communities, but when we decided to call the state of emergency, the 3 Nations, because of we got the roads that are fires that are crossing roads and preventing those evacuations, causing people from the communities and also the firefighter personnel to be boxed in a community. So one of the main reasons that we call this state of emergency. And so, yeah, we're in a real situation here, like calling this a joint state of emergency. And we realize that this is happening right across Canada, and when we're dealing with what they...
You're right. It's a really serious situation. But what you just said is particular to your story, and that is, and again, this was in the statement, it caught my attention, that because of smoke and fire, some roads have been closed. They're boxed in. Are you telling me this morning that there are some people who can't get to safety because of the roads, or is everyone okay?
In some cases, the highway personnel they're doing a good job of escorting people out. In a lot of the areas, we have medical people that have to come out and go to other communities. There have to be things like food, water to go into these communities. So they're doing a good job. There is closure on the highways, but when the fire kind of dies down, they have the people escorting through the fires to get the emergency resources to the community or get people out from the communities.
Okay, that's good news. And we'll certainly be in touch, and hopefully things won't be lost or people injured in all of this. Can I ask, my time on air is just about coming to an end, so I think I just have time for one more question. The 3 First Nations were looking for some additional support, water bombers and air support. What are the things that you need right now?
Oh, okay. No, that's the reason the state of emergency. I know Manitoba has done that. We're all calling for that additional, I guess, the resources. In our case, it's additional firefighters. They call them Type 3s, and those are the emergency firefighters. We need to get those. The immediate dispatch of air support is another thing. I know we're all calling for that, and and emergency accommodations for these evacuees, I guess, the evacuation centers and also the incoming response teams. For example, helicopter pilots to be in place. And I guess it's a state of emergency, and everybody, every community, every person. And I think the number one thing that we're doing right now is to get human life to prevent any deaths out there and the emergency. So it's real dire, and we're calling on the governments to step in, both level of governments to
help out for sure. Listen, Chief, I'll have to leave it at there, but we'll definitely be continuing to stay in touch with you and the 3 First Nations affected, some 5,500 people under this evacuation order and the state of emergency. I want to thank you for the time this morning and for that new information. Thank you very much.
For the opportunity and I commend all the crews that are doing the good work.
Working really hard, aren't they, right across the region. Thank you, sir. Chief Brian Hardlaw joining us from Prince Albert.